So guys, obviously this car is going to be the car that ends the year with a bang. This car is going to allow for everyone to get into an affordable electric SUV without any issues. The Model Y affordable low-cost variant is that car and is now in its final phases of testing and preparing to be made available at any moment. In recent months, multiple prototypes have been spotted worldwide, hinting at a global launch that might just be around the corner. Tesla's strategy focuses on delivering a more affordable variant without any major drawbacks to the battery, powertrain, and chassis. Since initial reports, several prototypes have been observed testing across China, showcasing exterior updates like the redesigned front and rear end. A recent leak from China appears to offer the first real-world look at Tesla's highly anticipated affordable model. The footage highlights a range of changes aimed at cost-cutting production and simplifying the design, with noticeable differences in both exterior and interior styling compared to the current Model Y. At the front, Tesla has returned to the original fascia design, separating the headlights and completely removing the light bar. The rear has also undergone a similar simplification. The indirect light bar has been removed, and the taillight's reflective panel now matches the body panel's color. And then, perhaps the most significant change for both the exterior and interior is the replacement of the glass roof with a solid metal roof, the first time Tesla has implemented this on any current production vehicle sold. During Tesla's earnings call, Elon confirmed that the new low-cost Model Y is in development, with everything still appearing to be on track for an imminent release across all regions and gigafactories. Spotted by Eric's Pad on X, a covered Tesla prototype was seen in Seaside, California, about 2 hours from the Fremont factory. The car featured aero cover wheels and no spoilers, suggesting it's not the performance trim that still hasn't been announced in the US, but likely the upcoming lower-cost Model Y being tested for the American market. Around the same time, a recent drone shot by Tobias on X highlighted several covered-up vehicles sitting within a fenced area outside of Giga Berlin factory, and upon closer inspection, it appears that these are also not the performance trim, nor is it the Model Y coming to Europe, but these are the affordable models stockpiling ready for when it gets announced. So aside from the obvious leak in China where someone lifted up the cover and doing something they weren't supposed to be doing, we haven't been seeing many of these on public roads. Many of them, most of them, have been seen just tested on the internal factory grounds and lots. This makes a lot of sense, however, the timeline and everything else, given that this is the typical development cycle for new vehicles coming off of the lot. First, we're going to see the bare shells, then we're going to see the vehicles rolling off of the production line, then we're going to see them heavily tested on the internal tracks and the factory grounds, and finally, when that is all said and done, they are going to push it out to the public roads with safety engineers. This is when we are going to start seeing our first glimpse of the new models. Now, exactly that has just happened over this past weekend, spotted and shared by user on X going by Ming. A white camouflage Model Y was spotted testing on the streets of Shanghai, China. Tesla's engineering team is now conducting public road testing of the affordable variant, and according to Ming, the timing makes complete sense as all other versions, including the Model YL, have already been officially announced. Interestingly though, a closer look at the car reveals that the team is still undecided on the final wheel setup. The front wheels are seen with 19-inch crossflows from the standard Model Ys, while the rear wheels are also 19-inch but uses the magnetite wheels from the base Model S. Then, now just a few short days after, another Tesla prototype started appearing, but this time in North America in Austin, Texas. While flying his drone around the Giga Texas factory, Joe Tagmeyer spotted a camouflage Model Y in testing, capturing several images and angles before safely landing. What it shows is a familiar vehicle fully camouflaged from top to bottom, with base silver wheels, no red performance calipers, and no other features resembling the Model YL. The only reasonable conclusion is that this is the affordable Model Y undergoing testing ahead of its early release. Now, in similar news, a Cybercab has been recently spotted at Giga Texas with new design elements. Again, captured by Joe. A video of the Cybercab sitting atop of a trailer includes some different looks compared to the more recent version we've seen over the months. This one has two different types of wheels for the front and the rears, with the front looking substantially smaller, hiding away all the internal brake components, while the back is noticeably larger, painted in white and has openings for the rest of the components. This both is quite different than the uniform non-staggered version we've seen during the Wii Robot event, where it was also painted in gold body color to match the rest of the futuristic look. Further analyzing the car, some believe that this could be them testing for a consumer sold version eventually, likely for the upcoming Model 2 based on the same next-gen platform. There is also a license plate holder seen, so this could mean that the public road testing is likely happening soon. As well, just this past week, there were several castings spotted at the Fremont factory appearing to match the front casting of the Cybercab, which is also expected to be packaged and ready for production early next year. And lastly, a mysterious Tesla vehicle was spotted covered up at the crash test facility at Giga, Texas. It appears to be significantly shorter than the Model Y, but still larger than the Model 3, further indicating that this could be the smaller Model 2 preparing to go into production. So there we have it, guys. Lots of exciting things happening in the latter parts of Q3 into Q4. It seems like Tesla is clumping every exciting thing together into one, giving it a deadline of late September all the way until the end of the year. It's really hard to even imagine that they plan to release a bunch more models with a ton more down the pipeline, like the Cyber SUV, which we just seen in the previous video. This is after they've just released the Model Y L in China, and then the Model Y P in Europe, and soon coming to North America. But when it comes down to the real core business here, I do believe that the Model Y affordable, the Model Y low cost, whatever they decide to call it, hopefully not as tacky as the Model Y L, but this car is going to make a huge splash. It's going to make it possible for anyone who wanted a Tesla or wanted an electric SUV to finally be able to afford one. They're going to get all the best Tesla features, and they're also going to get full self-driving as standard. This is going to be incredible. I think this car is going to take over a ton of different EVs on the market today. Really, this is all too amazing. All the details we've gathered over the past few months, including the leaks that have just come up, giving us an idea of what we can expect out of this car. And it's really promising at this point that once September 30th rolls around, October 1st, they could literally announce this car, make it available for the North American market and the rest of the world as well. We'll just wait and see. Of course, I will be keeping a close eye on everything that comes up, as I usually do, and update you as quickly as possible. So I would love it if you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification if you haven't already done so, because I know a ton of you guys haven't. And follow me on X at HeyJohnny. Over there, you can chat with me, DM me anytime, and I'll respond as quickly as possible. Anyways, this should be it for this one though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.